In Money Watch tonight, we have a follow-up to last night's story about the need for housing in the area. A new study looking at the issue also presents some solutions to keep costs low. Zach Mooney has those details.
For a lot of you out there, these numbers will not come as a surprise. Now, according to apartmentlist.com, apartment rent rates have gone up more than 4% just in the last year. Now, according to Zillow, home values have gone up nearly 13% in a year. Now, the Truckee Meadows Regional Planning Agency, they recently completed a study, and they found over the last 20 years that home ownership costs have gone up 60%. Meanwhile, income has gone up just 17%. Now, that same study also looks at the future and how to balance this out.
We think one way we could address that is with more choice in the market, more different products for workforce housing.
The Truckee Meadows Housing Study looks at two options for the future. Continue growing outward into undeveloped areas as the region always has, or move towards more infill housing and redevelopment.
A more compact pattern, more units inside the McCarran Ring, but also more high-density types like triplexes or apartment buildings, things like that.
According to the study, the first scenario would mean more houses spread across the Truckee Meadows with more development near Damani Ranch, Verdi, and Red Rock. Those areas would also need infrastructure upgrades. The more compact second scenario would add more workforce housing and save up to $780 million in capital costs.
We can have a potential savings for regional services if we build a little bit more compactly, and then that money could be used for other investments.
The plan recommends that the city of Reno look to change regulations that inhibit infill and redevelopment, and even create a competitive grant to take some of the risk off of developers.
A grant process is probably a fantastic way to do that, but there are other things that the city really needs to stay on top of, like permitting and infrastructure services.
The overall idea of the plan is more infill housing, and the more there is, the cheaper they become. Covering Money Watch, Zach Mooney, Channel 2 News.
If you'd like to see that study for yourself, we've set up a link for you at KTVN.com and just click on the blue News Links button.